got Spart1e with the visor, the clutch, and the ranger, and we've actually got exactly the same over there for Cypher. I do suspect we'll be seeing a fair amount of clutch today, but immediately getting some action underway. I'm on Spart1e's point of view, but feel free to guide me where you want me to.
I'll try. And I'm going to try to leave X-Ray on as well, since this is me doing production. I'm going to leave it on for the most part, and then eventually, as the day goes on, maybe we'll toggle it here or there. But like you said, Ranger v Ranger. Cypher starting things off. He does have rail, he does have rockets, and then we're going to see a nice little dodge out of Cypher. It looks like Spart1e doesn't know exactly where he is, but Cypher's not really able to connect much damage just yet. But in a second, we're getting into that second rotation of major pickups.
Yeah, very aggressive right off the beginning, but now time to see which item they want to go for. He hears Cypher moving towards the heavy, and he's like, right, I'm not going to challenge for that straight away. Even though I'm missing a lot of my starting armor stack, we'll slow the way in. I'd say one thing about this Ranger-Ranger matchup. Spart1e's Ranger's been looking amazing, so I would like to see him get a good start in this round.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we're going to have Galena come out when we get to CK, the gal being Galena, as Dehang and Rafa call it. Looks like Spart1e's finally able to get the first initial brunt of damage, though obviously not doing too much, as Cypher does go for the chase here. And Cypher's going to look to pick up that Mega, and actually should be able to secure it, but the rails out of Spart1e, the first one's not going to connect off the bat, and he's going to look to back away here, but now he has the opportunity to pick up heavy, so they're going to trade 1 for 1.
Whoa, that was so quick from Cypher, but he's going to go with the zoom rail. Spart1e was trying to dodge away so that Cypher would pre-fire onto the armor instead, but Cypher landing his shots already. I'm going to head on over to him as his Ranger superior in the first draw engagement.
And this is where we're going to see, I think, the next 3 days break down, is how are people going to deal with clutches. And I think Cypher already off the bat, creating some distance when that shield did get used out of Spart1e to stay away and stay out of that kill zone range that a clutch can give you with that active ability up is a good first way to deal with it.
I think on Blood Covenant, I'd say that although there's been a lot of clutch changes, if there's a map where clutch suffers the most, it is probably over here with all the open angles there are available, with all the possibilities for 100 damage zoom rails going on. So I would definitely not say that there's a guarantee clutch will have great success right now. Cypher did get the shield down before. He's going to have to do that work over again, but he's just giving him some space.
Yeah, but he's got the kill lead. We're halfway through the time already, as it's only a 5-minute time limit here. Spart1e's not going to hit that jump as I'm tagging along with him. Looks like he will pick up heavy armor here. And keep in mind, there's time for Mega as well, with another 12 seconds left to go. So there's easy opportunity from him to steal away both these pickups. But Cypher with these rails, he's definitely put on some pressure from Spart1e and not allowing him to feel as comfortable as he might want to here with clutch.
He knows that that's not enough, though. He knows he might have to reposition himself. He's forcing a little bit of that shield time to go away, so getting some distance from Spart1e. He knows that 2 rails is, sure, some damage, but you probably need to land another 1 or 2 to really get Spart1e to feel hyper vulnerable. I don't know why Spart1e pushed in. This is a really bad decision unless he can land his shots. I think Cypher's going to go in for the kill, and he's going to find 1 more. Yeah,
that was really well done out of Cypher to kind of read into that. Oh, it was well done, or maybe a mistake out of Spart1e, because Spart1e didn't have a shield available, and we saw the jackpot machine gun come out of Cypher as he was just taking away those 7s, burning him down. But now we're going to see Visor, and Visor's... I don't know, Visor's a champion I'm honestly falling in love with, especially on a map like DM6. As you mentioned, a lot of those open rail angles, a lot of these time shards to pick up gives you so much great opportunity for that initial engagement. And speaking of initial engagement, he's not going to have an opportunity for it. Cypher quickly pulls off the first 3-0 in this first round.
Yeah, dominating start for Cypher. He's finding all the opportunities for damage. He's also repositioning himself in those versus clutch situations. Spart1e not giving himself too many chances, but a chance to recommence here on Blood Covenant.
Okay, so I have gotten that information about the audio. I have been able to put my mic a little bit farther away from me. I had to move it earlier on. Cypher gets booted out of the map.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. He actually had a really good idea. He used the dire orb to put himself at the lower light armor so that he could pick up Mega, go across, and try and take both of the major items while Spart1e is picking up weapons. But Spart1e had something to say about that.
I feel like that's not the first time I've seen Cypher go overboard as well, thinking back to a 2v2 duel with him and Avik that I casted a long time ago. He's getting himself positioned towards heavy. It's going to be the dire coming through, and Cypher's immediately backed away, 50 HP left, and he will escape to fight another day. And he also has Mega up above him, but he doesn't go for the challenge, doesn't go for the pickup, because he's afraid of those rails. 40 HP now left, and Spart1e is just completely turned around the aggression from that first round to second.
This is really good from Spart1e. He's not gone to pick up the Mega. He can get the kill right now. Brilliant move from him. A lot of people would be tempted by that item. But Spart1e knew what was important while that shield was down. And he's now given himself a chance to get over to Heavy. Great second round for Spart1e. Big difference from the last.
Cypher down to his one champion. I have moved my mic even further away. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And I think you have to wait till this map finishes, guys. But he's got 80 HP. He has opportunity. The thing is, at least for him, time is on his side. You know, he's only got a minute and a half down in this round, so there's an easy opportunity to come back into this one if he can hit these shots. And he has landed that first 100 damage rail, followed up by another 36. With 11 HP, he's not going to feel too confident to finish this one off.
Cypher's going in for the kill, actually. He wants to try and find him right now. He knows he's weak. He does not want to give him a chance to stack up, but he could let him get the turn onto a major item. He's checking on Mega to see if he's there. He's now got time to check on Heavy, but it might be too late. If he landed the rail, it would have been his. He'll get it in the end. And, well, it's like exactly what we saw in the first round, but for the other player.
Yes, it was. Spart1e definitely coming back. I'm going to do a quick audio tweaks while we do have a second, while we get this round started. People are saying that the game volume is low, so I'll crank that up a little bit, and hopefully it does balance out with our own audios.
Fingers crossed. Spart1e tries to get away from this one, but he misses the jump onto the platform, and Cypher's going to take full advantage of him in that fight. Very aggressive towards the rockets at the beginning. They know that that's where essentially the control stems from, aside from getting a Heavy or a Mega. You want that weapon advantage early on, otherwise it could really slow your plays down. And we've had no kills from clutches so far. 100 damage through from the Dire Orb. Reposition there from Cypher, and we could see another moment where clutch gets nothing. What a weird way to start the tournament.
Well, as you did mention, it's just kind of like not a good map for clutch here. But Spart1e with that mega pickup is able to get very healthy off of this. Knowing there's no shield though, Cypher's gonna go in, and again, the aggression pays off for him, and he's up to a 2-champion lead already in our third round.
Yep, 3 of 3 clutches have died with nothing to show for. And, it's going to be a similar timing for Heavy and Mega. Cypher.
Yeah, he was railable at least there. Well, he did go for the drop down to pick up Heavy, going for the Mega now to contest this one. He's going to see him going up, and a great shot out of him. Does at least help eat away at the stack that Spart1e was able to get. But Spart1e doesn't have Piercing set up for another, well, second or two now. And with shots like that, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, brilliant rocket. Follow-up rail. It's an easy one to land there, but it was the start of the fight. That was great for Cypher. And really, none of these rounds are any contest at all. For whoever's winning each round is just absolutely flying through. I can only predict now that Spart1e is going to take Cypher's takes 3 frags off Cypher effortlessly and bring us to a tiebreaker. Whoa. I
mean, that's the state of this first map so far anyways. I have tweaked my audio. Let me know if it's good, guys. Sorry again in advance. We did spend like an hour testing audio.
We did.
But it seems like it didn't really help too much. Either way, looks like Cypher's positioned himself towards rail. Gonna tag along with Spart1e now, as he does have all the weapons he needs in his kit, and a lot slower paced round so far than we've seen out of the first 3.
Like how Spart1e doesn't fully trust that he's gone over there, but he's actually going to end up checking. And Cypher's moved there. He's missed everything. He's got less than 10 seconds now till piercing sight. And as that Dire Orb's been used, he should be able to get to the Heavy cleanly.
I actually like how he used the sight when he went down for the Heavy too. Just because he was able to see if he's going to be attacked from the high ground to prevent him from taking any damage from, you know, securing that pickup. So gets away safely. Does a lot of damage to Cypher too.
That was a stylish move from Spart1e also. The little rocket jump to keep himself mid-level. Binding the rail afterwards as well. And he might even be able to get everything now. But Cypher, he's landed 2 rails in a row. This could be Spart1e falling on his first champion. He can't really afford to lose out on the first frag if we've seen the trends on the previous rounds. His saving grace is that he is Visor, and he should be able to find a path to safety.
Oh, Cypher getting saved by the pillar right there as well. He would have taken a lot of 80 damage from off of that. But anyway, Spart1e's able to use that Visor to get back in the game somehow. 1 second on Mega. Should be able to pick this one up, but no! Cypher gets the kill in the nick of time.
Yeah, brilliant little chips of damage at the beginning. Makes sure that Spart1e's railable and he hits the crucial shot. I feel like almost all important shots are landing right now.
Oh, look
What
at
an
this.
aggressive move.
Yeah, Spart1e charging directly into him. The shield's now gone. Cypher's able to chip away at him, but he still has a lot of HP to work through, and Spart1e's gonna give away his position with those time shards being picked up. He's also being attacked from the high ground. How is he actually gonna get out of this position? He doesn't have shield. The LG's come out of Cypher, and that's another quick 2-champion lead for this man.
That was a bit brash from Spart1e. He didn't have the shield up at all. His damage was good, but you can never feel that that's going to be enough. Right now, it's Cypher, very weak. We have got armor, and Spart1e lands the important rail. And we're now starting to get a bit of a match in these rounds, where he could come back. And it is going to be clutch, though. That's the one difficult factor. However, Ranger, hypermobile on Blood Covenant. I see him having a chance.
And I said, ooh, especially with him hitting shots like that. That's a brilliant opening, a brilliant start here for him after losing those first 2 champions. And he also has the ability to instantly kill clutch here if he can land that Darb on top of him. We know how big clutch is. It's definitely doable. The shield has been popped. He's going to use the Darb to get away. Exactly how Cypher was doing this before. Really well done by Spart1e.
Yeah, absolutely perfect from him. He's going to check the teleport exit in case he can get some extra damage. He's looking to get the kill now, basically. He's going to have the Dire Orb up in a moment, and he's got to make sure, possibly run those hourglasses and make sure that Cypher can't do anything.
As we can see, well, I'm actually tagging along with Spart1e at the moment just to see what he can do against Cypher here. Mega has respawned back in. But either way, Spart1e is now fighting against the clock. 1.5 minutes left to go. He has to get this kill on a Cypher just to equalize things, to throw it into that sudden death. And he's actually trying to spring a trap for him here over towards Heavy.
I wouldn't be surprised now if we see a much more defensive game from Cypher. He knows that he doesn't actually have to get the kill. Right, he's used the Dire Orb just now, and he's still vulnerable. The shield is still going to be up. Cypher hasn't landed a lot of damage at the moment. The Spart1e is okay, but that was almost a really, really dangerous move for Spart1e.
I was expecting to see Spart1e get over towards Mega. Cypher has some really good spam onto him. He uses that passive just to make sure he can secure that Mega in time. 1 minute left to go, and Spart1e's still not healthy here. Cypher could end this right now on the first map.
This is really ballsy from Spart1e. He's available right now. He's going to get himself the health bubble, but the shields has come up again, and he's got nothing to work with. Cypher picks up the final round and takes Spart1e's map in the first match of the Beat Invitational.
All right, well, I'm going to be very impressed with that one. Actually, just going to head back to us in a second on camera so I can tweak the in-game audio a little bit more. But that was really well done. Cypher coming out strong. To be fair, though, to Spart1e, the back-to-back trades of these 3-0 rounds were quite a sight to be seen.
No, that was not a bad performance at all from Spart1e all the way through. It was really, at the end of it, just minor hiccup that costed him that last round. But Cypher showing that he's actually hitting a lot of very important shots at the moment. And that he's bringing his A game to this tournament.
Okay, everything should be sorted now. All audio should be fixed. Please let it be fixed. Yeah, no, really well done for Cypher. And again, this is a story I always seem to tell time and time again whenever we're playing twos together. That Cypher was like really upset after the Italian Open because he really wanted to show his fans that he's still like a dominant force to be reckoned with when it comes to Quake Champions. And he's definitely looking for that first place victory. And that's honestly a very strong start for this player. Especially, you know, with a couple of players not necessarily committing as much time to the game within the last few weeks as others. It's nice to see that Cypher, who has been doing a lot of twos with Avik, to be successful in this first round.
Yes, Cypher's always been a very, very sort of emotional and passionate player. He's a hyper competitive guy. He's been at the top of World in Quake. He knows what it's like to be there, and he wants to get there once again because it's been a fair amount of time since he's been taking the big titles. So definitely someone I'd have my eye on this year because, I mean, he's going to do what it takes to get to the top.
Okay, well, it looks like we're about to drop back in a game here. Luckily, the base gods were nice to me and put Cypher on the right-hand side of the screen where I already had an overlay waiting to go for him. Currently 1-0.
You gambled there.
I did gamble there, and it paid off. Currently up 1-0 as we move on to Corrupted Keep, a map that actually I'm starting to really enjoy. Again, I always mention it, you know, the fact that there is no rail on this map does change the way you can play it and what champions can be really good on it. But it can be a very fast-paced map at some points. And there's a lot of risky play too, a lot of gambles you have to make. If you want to go towards Mega and get towards LG, you could be locked into that area. It looks like we're going to see pretty much the same picks, though we're going to see a Galena, though. It looks like out of Spart1e.
Galena's from Cypher. Right. Spart1e went for the visor. It is a slightly unusual pick to have the visor still for Spart1e, but a lot of people right now are rating him highly on every single map, so we'll just have to see. Spart1e's back is against the wall. We need to see if he can get himself a map win.
Alright, chat, last time let me know if in-game audio is good. The nail gun comes out off the bat. Nice little 60 damage done out of Spart1e. He just had that piercing sight, and he's going to see him over towards Rocket, but good job by Cypher initially just to, you know, prevent him from picking up any of these big pickups, at least with the rocket launcher.
That was a lot of damage landed over there, but Cypher's rockets is going to take Spart1e down, put himself in a mildly vulnerable position, but would have expected Cypher to be backing off maybe a little bit more, with a little bit more rush.
Well, next cycle of items being picked up here, Spart1e. Come on with him at the moment was able to secure that Mega. And still working his way around the map extremely fast. But not going to go over to Cypher. I'm curious to see what he can do, though, against the clutch. Again, we've seen him already on Blood Covenant using that distance he can get with the Dire Orb to get away from clutch when the shield was used. But not as easy to do here. And that was a lot of damage already being done by Cypher off the bat.
Yeah, he's going to be able to fill up his armor, fortunately for him, and he's going for the rush. He spots that the Dire Orb's been used, and Cypher has disappeared. However, Spart1e has got almost infinitely larger health and armor stack. He might want to go aggressive on this while he knows that the Dire Orb is not up.
Those time shards being picked up, though, he's going to have it right now. And Cypher could easily turn this fight if he needs to. You can see, though, Spart1e trying to just wait on the high ground, wait for him to just jump in. He drops down, and again, Cypher's doing a lot of damage to him. He's not able to pick up the kill, just say it gets him so low on HP. I think that was below 25, but wasn't able to secure the kill and maybe go for the chase down, knowing he's still not going to be healthy.
Cypher wants to go in for this soon. Spart1e is finding some of the health bubble. He's got his shield. He might want to use this strictly to get away. Cypher is adamant that he can get himself the kill without using the shield. Let's have it take a look. Yep, he's still got it up. Still looking good despite weak.
Oh.
Round one complete.
No Dire Orb at the end from Spart1e, so he possibly could have got himself the return kill just then. Took a massive risk. Didn't pay off.
Round begins in 3.
All right.
2.
Well, going into now the second round here, Cypher again starting off very, very strong, very, very quick. Going to be starting things with Ranger against the Visor again. Guess we'll watch Spart1e here since he has the vision, knows exactly where he's going to be. And that was a great Dire Orb out of Cypher as well, just kind of baiting him in. I don't know if he knows the piercing sight's now down, but he's just able to waste that active ability out of Spart1e.
Oh, that shot! A mid-air throw from Spart1e as he falls. Unbelievable mutual frag from him. And we're going to get clutch versus clutch now, but that was an important rocket to land with Cypher's, well, LG gravitating towards him.
You know what I'm going to call this? I'm going to coin this this battle, this duel, the Rock'em Sock'em robots, as the shields have come out of both of the robots here. Wait for those to dissipate. Mind you, is going to come out of Spart1e and do some decent damage, but then again, Cypher uses his own drill, pushes Spart1e away, actually used the LG there, and does now take it to a 1 champion lead for himself.
Yeah, really, really dominant from Cypher at the moment. You can probably see the light at the end of the tunnel regarding this series. Every single map being very important in this group stage. Got to remember, whoever's last in the group will not be making it to Sunday's playoffs. Cypher, again, 2 rockets, job done. Shield was up, and that is 2-0 on what is now giving him match point.
Yeah, match point. And as you mentioned, we didn't even talk about that at the top of the show. Just to reiterate one more time, if you come in last place in the group, you don't get through the playoffs. If you come through first place, you go directly into the semifinals. So very important for every player to pick up all their victories that they possibly can. It's going to be Ranger versus Visor yet again. This time Cypher getting the Mega Spawn and does have access to rockets off the bat. And Spart1e, oh yeah, it's really the LG at the moment.
He's got a chance. Oh my god. He got shoved. And that's serious, alright? Before you get angry at me, Jason. But seriously, there's a shove Slayer right there. Looking for air rockets. In fact, Cypher, he gets knocked out of the map. We've seen that already this evening.
I don't know what's with him and out of bounds, but clearly he loves it.
Well, mining drill is actually being used by Cypher. He's going to be vulnerable now. It's going to be the mining drill from Spart1e. He's got to feel like he can get the kill. However, Cypher turns it around with a direct rocket to shotgun, back to direct rocket. 1 frag from winning the map and winning the series. Spart1e, surely there's something left.
Well, we hope so. You don't want to see him out just yet, and Cypher's gonna actually suicide in the end. Good job by Spart1e to get the damage down. Mega has respawned too, so Spart1e's gonna be back to healthy, and Heavy is available, and he knows that Cypher's right next to him. He can easily steal this away if he gets there in time, or at least can contest it using that rocket jump just to get there a moment earlier. And there you go. Spart1e now with control. He's back in the round here, and it's not over just yet.
Very good move from Spart1e to use that dial, and even the rocket jump afterwards. He is being a bit cautious about the totems because they could really make his day a lot worse. But those direct rockets, those are good. 150 damage. LG to follow up, and Spart1e is in the map. He's got himself a round on the board.
So now, when writing this down, how do we write down what Cypher had in terms of champions? Because he's suicided twice. A little unfortunate for him. So 2-1. Spart1e's back in the mix of things here on Corrupted Keep. But it's not over just yet. He's still got to pick up this map and then take it over to Runes of Sarnath to have a chance to pick up this first match.
He's going to look to get some damage with this piercing sight. Finds one at the bottom. Another 50 damage with the rocket. He can't find a last shot. Cypher's LG is just pinned to him completely. And now Spart1e do some work with the clutch. Gotta say, clutches overall today have not yet really shown their true powers, but we've got plenty of matches left and plenty of chances for changes in meta.
Oh, and Cypher, he's just keeping this control too. He used the Dire to take away Mega. I don't know if he's gonna be able to contest towards Heavy this time. And with how the match, this round started, actually, Spart1e gave up trying to contest Mega. He gave up trying to, or not, well, he tried to get Heavy after that, but he gave up positioning for it. And Cypher now up 3-1 in champions. Might be up 3-1 on this map as well and secure himself the first match. Spart1e has to come back, and he has to do it with the Ranger.
I'll get machine gun out. I don't think he's got the HMG at all, though. Dyrol comes out. Mega's up. Cypher does spam it a little bit, but he's not hanging around for too long because he's fairly vulnerable himself. A direct rocket could be the start of a comeback for Spart1e.
Well, he gets Heavy. He's got Mega. He is beyond stacked right now. Then again, he just has to catch up where Cypher's going to be. And there's still always that threat of Dyro, but now he knows that Cypher doesn't have it, so maybe he can get a little bit more aggressive here as he opens things up. About a 40 damage rocket. Gonna turn around with the LG. He knows he has a stack advantage, and he also has the kill. So Spart1e does pick up at least one frag in this round, and he knows exactly where Cypher's respawn back in.
Well, that was a good push from Spart1e. He knew that Dyrol had gone, that it was easy for him to close in. I think he just saw the shield getting used, so that was Heavy taken by Cypher. Great. But is this going to be enough for him to survive? LG on LG. Surely Spart1e's going to be able to add in. He goes himself with the Dyrol. He's on 17 points of health. He finds a little bit more damage. Oh, but he can't get anything else going. Cypher takes it 3-1 on both maps. And he's taking the first series.
Well, if you were doing your Brass City betting site, I think you'd have a lot more Zoop points right now, because that was a 2-0 indeed here for Cypher. Relatively fast match, but definitely fast-paced, definitely excited, and also really nice to see that Clutch wasn't as dominant, as we've kind of been seeing and maybe in some past cups or hearing about. Definitely both players doing a good job of dealing with